How we doing, everyone? I'm Dario from MediaBoxEnt. Like always, we bring you the latest in technology. And today, I want to bring you some classic games. This guy runs an H700 quad core, runs at 1.5 gigahertz. It has HDMI output, two USB Type-C, but I could not figure out what is this one for. It doesn't change anything. I plug it in, you will say, well, maybe if I plug in my computer, I can go and read the directories. Didn't do anything. But this one would actually charge the device. This one will not do anything. So we plug it in. Pretty simple. Yellow light means 50%. Green, full charge. Red, requires charger. Right on the side is the power and the reset button. So you press one and automatic comes on. Let me take this. We don't need that right now. Speakers, two little speakers, super loud. Volume control, micro SD, and 64 gigabyte, support up to 64 gigabyte, pre-installed already with all the ROMs, and then we have a second in micro SD card. What you can do is copy the data or just back up the games. What I do recommend for you is when you get this, just back up the whole micro SD card, because you have all the ROMs, all the pre-installed. In case something goes wrong, you will have to now search for the ROM, and it can be, it can be a pain in the butt. Now, remember, if you're going to install this, it runs Linux. So for you, you need to install an app to be able to read this in your computer, and then you just can back it up or just copy all the directories and save it somewhere in your computer. Just in case something goes wrong, you can always come back and reload all the ROMs and everything else. And now you're going to have to go for a big search. This is already time because it's already pre-installed. And it can take a lot of work. Plus, if you want to run an emulator, I did even a build few for myself, and it takes some time to search and get the ROMs. You gotta make sure they work and put it in and config the emulator. So it's a little crazy. So I do recommend to do that. In battery wise, it runs about 8 hours to one single charge. Reset, but to quit the game, not to reset the console. We have audio output. In this case, if you have more emulators like a PSP, so you have the L1, L2, R2, and R1, you can run those. Most of the games you're going to be using this, right? Right on the side, we have the volume control. That reset, just to reset the console. And let's press it and let's turn it on. And remember, I'm not sure if I say that, but it runs in H700 quad core at 1.5 gigahertz. This little guy, pretty powerful. By the way, it has Wi-Fi, 2.4 gigahertz already connected to Wi-Fi. The idea of Wi-Fi, if it's any game, you can still play online. You can use that or use it for something else. And also has Bluetooth as well too. Let me show you this way, and I'm going to plug it in so you guys can see in a bigger screen. So let's say this is the welcome screen. So we have what they call it the game room. And if we press right here, press A, we can see all different consoles we can emulate. In my case, I love my net because that one has all these little, that's thousands of games here. So you can imagine we can emulate and pre-install all these games. One of the coolest thing, I like this thing, you can run vertical games. So if you press vertical games, we press right there, we had a bunch of vertical games, so we're going to be playing this way if you like that way too. One of the things, then we have like they call it the R game, almost the same, but let's break it down in consoles. So we're going to press A, and you can see PSP, PlayStation 1, DC, we can see Atari 2600. And one of the things I love here is the Neo Geo. So we have the Neo Geo. We have, what else? Pico, that's what. Saturn, I think it's a 362 or Saturn 32X. You have these things. Now, again, you can run more. Now, I went and looked in the directory. They have Amiga, and they had all these things out. There's no ROM. So, but if you config RetroArch, now you can install Amiga games and you can go beyond. But still, the way it is, we're looking at about 5,000 games. So from here, I can go and just go and see like the PSP games. There are not many, but you always can search around and just a lot of more all the games into it. And I said best way is just pop in your computer, open ROMs, through the ROMs there, and that's it. If I go back, another thing too, and plays music. Yes, if you press, it will play MP3. So there is one MP3 there. Video, if you press right there, it will play video. Let's look at the car. I mean, you're gonna use for that, but I don't know. But this is a little video they show you the console. Oh, what it works. So this button, if we press it 2 times, allow me to reset, and let's go back. Let me go back again, and let's close up the app. No, I'm just gonna use the buttons. Let's exit that out. I'm pretty happy. It runs pretty cool. And ebooks, then expert mode, we can go in. Again, you can see if you press there, you see the music file. I actually have Hotel California. You see the ROMs here. If I click ROMs, you see there. And the Atari 800, 2600, the Atari 5000s, the 78, Amiga. And you have, but remember, I think Commodore 64. Oh, yeah. There's nothing there. I don't think it's nothing there because I don't see the, but that can be installed, So the directories are there. Now remember, when you do that, you're going to have to configure RetroArch or config that so that can work. So if you experience with that, you're going to fly into it. File manager allow you to see the Linux directory. And for me to quit, I have to press here and go and quit. And applications, they click in. It has some application. Maybe you want to play around. I don't think it's necessary to play with that, but if you like, you can go over. One of the things here allow you is to backup or restore the games or the file. So you put the second, I already tested that out. You hit the second card over here, and then you can copy it over. It's not going to be copy the ROMs. It's going to copy the save games. So once again, and I do recommend it. Back up the whole card in some other directory. And I think the easy way is just back up the card in some directory, and then you can go back and reload it back again. And just in case something goes wrong. These little cards can get corrupted. You don't want that. But allow you to save games in that. So there's a lot of things you can play around, shut down, and you can play with that. So let's exit that out. Ebooks and say file manager and music. Now, I like this. So you can put all your favorite games here because there are so many. It's going to take forever to figure out what you like. So you spend maybe a few hours or a few days figure out the games that you like to play. In my case, I like 1942, and then I like all these type of games. I'm actually Pitfall from the Atari 2600. So I just go and put in favorite, and I can just go back and play any other time. And also we can see the history that we playing games. We can search, and also the configuration there. Like a screen brightness is set at 4, but it has 5 levels. Set the day and time, language. Now RetroArch, you can make the changes if you want. Network settings, and you can shut down or reset. Really, we don't have to play nothing that. We just go and play the games, but you can always go back and make the changes if it's necessary. Maybe you make it even better. So let's go back here and load up again. I'll show you what looks on the little screen here. One of my coolest games is 1943. So to execute, if you remember those games, you have to put the coins, right? So with the select, we had the coins, one player, second player. So we're already there. So I just threw one. The volume is pretty loud, okay? So hit there, and then we start. And I guess this one maybe is better to play that way, but just as a demo, I'll show you. So you can use the analog, or you can use this. So that's the special thing. And then you can go after you see and play. And I think it's pretty cool. Just the only thing, these games are hard, man. They are much harder than the newest games. This one, you just die, and that's it. You just play now, and then you get it started back again. All right. So if we press this little button in the top, now we have the quick menu, and kind of you see RetroArch at this label core option. So if you know what to do at this point, you can play it around. In my case, I really don't want to play. I just want to go and play the games. I couldn't figure out how to quick from this menu. So in this case, and what I'm going to do is just reset it. Some you can quit it. Some when it runs on that mode, I didn't figure out how to exit. I know you can configure the keys. You can just go and configure the RetroArch. Maybe they allow you exit that way. If not, it's not a big deal. You just reset there. It takes about maybe 30 seconds. So the coolest thing is we can just plug it right into the. That's a mini HDMI, by the way. And I forgot to show you what else. Oh, the instructions are simple, small too. Not much into it. Chinese version and the English version. Just maybe browse a little bit and then you figure out yourself that out. Comes with the power cable and even a screen protector. I think that's pretty cool. Simple box like this. And I think it's pretty cool, right? Pretty good with a GIF idea. All right, so let's swap a screen and you guys can see a little better now. So let's go back and show you what I saw before the beginning. So let's go into what they call it the gaming setting. Apps. Game room. Let's go to the game room. All right, so as you see, PSP games, PlayStation 1. Let's go PSP games. I still have my PSP. The Dark Beta. Yeah, I still have the classic one. Still works. All right, so let's go back. And vertical games, I like that. And you see Neo Geo. Yeah, my preferred is Neo Geo. Yeah, here, because we got a lot of the fighting games. And there's and this one. And I think this is the best. But that is everything. That's the true classic games. So let's go back. And let's go to what they call it, the RI games. And I'm sure why that. So, and now you see what is installed here, okay? Now, 2600. Neo Geo. Neo Geo is pretty cool. We have a lot of the fighting games. Saturn. Look, Sega 32. Got all these cool little console. Now, you can see there are empty blocks in the back, and that's because now we can install, if you find the ROMs, and you can install, Camel 64, Amiga 500, and so on. That you want I don't know, Activision or whatever you want to go and config. But you have to learn and try to understand how RetroArch works. So let's go back a second. And again, that's what I show you, like the App Center. And let's go ahead and execute a game. So now see, this is some of my games. I still have to look for more. But now you remember Afterburner. There's Afterburner 2, 1942, and let's try this one for a second. So let's go ahead and let's press A. Okay, so like anything else, when back in old days, you have to put a quarter. So let's check in the ROM, all okay. Just waiting to start, and that's it. It's put a quarter. So I'm gonna press this button here. Did it start it yet? Okay, now. So let me install a quarter. Maybe just star. Oh, this one is star. Okay, because the other one, the quarter is this one. So all right. So this should be VS. Okay. And so you got an idea, right? So now you can see this in your big screen right now. For the purpose of this video, just make it like a small screen. And again, if we press this button in the side, we are again, and we can go and go into the core, make changes, change the controls, and even it has a cheat mode. But I could not figure out. See, settings, history, and again, this is RetroArch. Oh, that's a quit. All right, maybe there, main menu. Let's see if I can allow me to do that without resetting. Maybe. Okay. yeah, well, that's one way to do it. To quit the game. Maybe it takes the same time as reset it. And let's go this one. But the thing is, well, it's fine to play like this. But if you want to connect the big screen, remember you need HDMI cable, mini HDMI. So this one, yeah, this one allowed me the coin. 1987. Okay. Yes. See? Okay. 2 players. All right. So put the coin there. Let's click start. And yeah, you can use analog as well too. So this one, 8. This is for like the special effect. Or oh no. So B is fire. The other one is oh. Well, it's hard for me to see it, but I think it's better this way. Maybe, I don't know. You gotta figure out what controls to use. But you have the idea, right? And this one is just this one doesn't shoot like the electric. Now also there's more information on the buttons being a little bit cut off for the purpose of the video, but there's a lot more info. You see my what is my airplane? My plane went away. I think I'm out of the screen or some way there. Well, you guys have the idea. So if you see, it's a pretty cool little guy. The time I released this video is about $89. I will leave you the link right below this video. And hey, let me know what you think. This little guy. It's all config. That's a nice thing. Because sometimes config the RetroArch. It's a pain in the butt, man. I did that. I did the Raspberry version. I did Raspberry 1 that time, Raspberry 2, and then, oh man, you gotta find all the ROMs and config this thing. That there's more work than actually set up the Raspberry Pi. Now, that's real small, tiny, plug it in, and all done. All right. Once again, I'm Dario, and I'll see you next time. Bye.